G'day guys, Scotty Lyons here from the Hook and the Ccok, and welcome back to our channel. The Hook and the Ccok started as a TV program that was filmed for the major networks. The show aired in the US, Australia and New Zealand. We've divided the 13 episodes into 4 equal parts for your enjoyment. Sit back now and watch episode 1, Snapper Fishing in Coffs Harbour. We're fishing for snapper today. We're just anchored south of Coffs Harbour, and Miko's brought the Triton round and found a little bit of hard ground. We're fishing out on some gravel behind us. We've got a great burley trail going off chopped pilchards. We're using 3 methods. My favourite is the floating rig, and we vary the weight depending on how much current's there. The other method you can use is the whole pilly on a gang, 5 gang together, and that works really well. Again, float that down the burley trail, or the good old paternoster rig. If you're not doing good on the floating baits, drop a bait to the bottom and you might do well. So let's get out there and give it a shot and see how we go. Well, it's been a little bit slow to start. Paul got a nice fish in the boat and just hooked a good fish a long way back. So maybe they're starting to move up that burley trail. Sometimes it pays to wait. If the fish don't come on straight away, be patient and let the burley do its work. Nice little pan-sized red. Better than the last one. It's taken a little while. We've had the burley going for a good half an hour now, and we think we might be just starting to get a few fish working their way up. And I've just hooked a good fish. I cast out a long way behind the boat, just hoping to see if they're sitting a little wider, and it's brought the results.
But beautiful, look at that. Beauty. Oh, the hook's on.
Well, it looks like the floaters are starting to work. I've downed my sinker size. We were fishing a little heavier, and I put a small lead on and a nice tail bait of a pilchard, and it's brought the results. A beautiful red from Coffs Harbour.
After catching a beautiful snapper, things have gone a bit quiet. Aside from a couple of red rock cod, Scott has been the only one to catch anything. So now is probably a good time to prepare some lunch. What I've decided, I did bring some little ingredients with me. I'm going to make up some sushi. Now, we prepared the rice earlier. Take 2 cups of sushi rice and wash it 3 times through until the water becomes clear. Transfer the rinsed rice into a saucepan with 3 cups of water, give it a stir and let the rice sit. After the rice is soaked for around about 30 minutes, we turn on the heat and bring it to the boil. Then we put the lid on, turn the heat down lower, and leave the rice to cook for 15 to 20 minutes. Once the rice is cooked and you see the steam coming through the holes, transfer the rice to a flat surface and add plenty of sushi seasoning. Stir the seasoning through and fan the rice, cooling it down to room temperature. Now, first thing we're going to use is our nori roll. Basically all it is just dried seaweed that's toasted. I'm going to put the sunny side down first. Then spread your sushi rice evenly on the nori roll, leaving a small gap around the edges. Now I'm ready to add my ingredients. Firstly, I'm going to add a thin strip of wasabi down the middle. Then a layer of thinly sliced avocado, red capsicum, some fresh crisp cucumber, and strips of smoked salmon. Okay, so as you can see, I've just made a square, a little bit smaller than the actual nori roll itself. That just helps when I'm rolling it, that we can actually get that nice round roll with the rice. So just hold the food here, come through, and bring it all the way to the end. Okay, and press nice and firm. And there we have it. I'm going to pop it in the fridge, and the moisture just helps soften the nori roll. I think we're on at the back there. There's somebody onto a fish. Oh, you're on it, aren't you, brother?
Hey, get back to the kitchen. Not much happening out here. Another nice Cox red.
Scotty just hooked up his third snapper of the day, but based on size alone, I'm still one up on him. So I'm going back to finishing the sushi rolls. Once done, I wrap them in cling film and place them in the fridge for later.
Coming up after the break, we finally get onto some bigger fish. Well, how good does Paul's sushi look? I'm sure the boys will get stuck into this. Now tune in now for part C of fishing for snapper in Coffs Harbour. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, you can subscribe to our channel, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and we'll see you guys every week here at the Hook and the Cook. Cheers.